After his duel on Mustafar with Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Sith Lord Darth Vader was reconstructed with the help of the near endless resources of his master, the new Emperor Darth Sidious. However, after the construction was complete, for the first several months, Vader found himself questioning the quality of his new cybernetics, as well as questioning in his mind why his master would seemingly want to limit him so greatly with these cybernetics. Almost immediately, Vader could feel the difference from when he was Anakin Skywalker and how much less he now was. Vader also questioned his own inherent ability, as with his new suit, he felt so much less than he had as Anakin Skywalker, and often contemplated why he felt so weak and limited, not only physically, but through the Force itself. Vader questioned if having lost so much tissue had limited his now powers in the Force. This is the direct quote from Darth Vader himself. "With the loss of my limbs, have I also lost strength in the Force?" Vader recognized the voice of the one who posed the question as the specter of Anakin. Anakin telling him that he was not as powerful as he thought he was. The little slave boy, cowering because Lai was not the master of his fate, a mere accessory in the world, owned by another, passed over, and now newly enslaved. He lifted his masked face to the cabin ceiling and growled in torment. Sidious's inept med droids had done this to him, slowed his reflexes, burdened him with armor and padding. He relished having had destroyed them. Or had Sidious deliberately engineered this prison? Again, it was Anakin who asked, that small note of fear in Vader's heart. Was this punishment for having failed at Mustafar? Or had Mustafar merely provided Sidious with an excuse to weaken him? Perhaps all along, the promise of apprenticeship had been nothing more than a ploy, when in fact, Sidious merely needed someone to command his army of stormtroopers. Another Grievous, while Sidious reaped the real rewards of power, confident that his newest minion posed no threat to his rule. This look into Vader's mind comes from the Legends book, The Rise of Darth Vader. Here, Vader himself recalls what many have speculated, the fact that Sidious took this opportunity to weaken him and ensure that he could never overcome the power of his master, and that Sidious will secure his rule, even from his apprentice. Vader is in fact correct in his assumptions about his master here, as Sidious did intentionally weaken him during his reconstruction, for both his failure and because Sidious wanted to rule without question. Had Anakin not been defeated on Mustafar, he likely would have one day been able to defeat Sidious in one-on-one combat. However, in this state, it is highly unlikely Vader would ever even compare to the might of his master. But what are your thoughts on this, and the fact that Vader did in fact reveal and realize that he had been weakened by his master intentionally? And as a huge question for this video, had Vader been given the best reconstruction and best cybernetics available, do you believe he could have ever defeated Palpatine in combat? Or were Vader's injuries merely insurance to something that was always inevitable, the fact that Palpatine would always be more powerful than Vader? Thank you guys so much for watching, may the Force be with you, and have a great day.